Welcome to our YouTube channel, Mama Chow and Spicy Wonton. This is episode 11, and we are going to stick with the modern China theme. We will go back in time with a great grandfather, Zhou Shanpei, and other historical figures in future episodes. But this one is going to be about modern China, fast-growing China in Shanghai. It deals with capitalism, the Wild West in China, and also the famous internet police in China. So just for some context, according to Amnesty International, there are between 30,000 and 50,000 internet police that are basically policing information online. And as of 2022, approximately 18,000 websites are blocked. In fact, unfortunately, our own channel appears to be blocked in China. So it appears to be people cannot watch our channel, which is just about personal stories, nothing too controversial. But anyway, with that, I'll turn over to Mama Chow to talk about my late father's experience with capitalism in China that involves a little bit of violence and some internet police.
Hi everyone. This is really a true story. happened to not to me, but my late husband, your father.
Mhm.
In the year 2006, your father, my husband, had an office located in Shanghai Shiji Sangmao English Center, very nice high-rise commercial building. In that day, June 2006, June 22nd. I have the recorded very clearly, the day, the time. It was a very hot day. So he was wearing a huge sunglass
Yeah.
and carrying a Louis Vuitton hand carry bag
Mhm.
full of clothes to go to the Jinjiang Hotel dry cleaning department to get clothes clean from his office. So he was rushing to the elevator. His office is located 20th floor. There's one more floor on top. That's it, 21st floor. So without looking, the elevator coming down or up, he's just rushing to the elevator. Unfortunately, the elevator going up. So the door closed on his back. Once he get into the elevator, the shock he's seeing can make you spine feel so scared.
Well, most people would be scared if they saw what he saw in the
Yes.
elevator, which I mean, I'm sure I would be frightened.
I would be too.
You probably would scream. I don't know what you would do, Mama Chow. So what did he see? He was in the elevator with other people, right?
There's few people on the floor, blood on the wall of the elevator. There's one guy standing back to the elevator on the back
Mhm.
with a very big knife in his hand. So
Because guns are illegal in China. People don't. Yeah, people don't usually carry guns like unlike the US, but they carry knives. So this man was having a very long machete kind of type of knife. Yeah.
So quickly, the elevator stopped on the 21st floor. The door opened. Those injured people want to get out. So there's no way he can go. He had to get out. And when he get out, the 21st floor divided into two offices. On his right-hand side, attract his attention. On the floor, everywhere is shattered glass. And the people injured on the floor with blood everywhere. On the left side, the other company, people dare not come out, only sneaking, poking through the glass window.
Well, they had blinds and they were trying to look in between the blinds to see what was going on. They didn't want to come outside of the office. So my late father saw people trying to sneak peek, what was going on with the violence, on the floor. But he was very calm. He didn't say anything when he was in the elevator. He kept his cool. And as soon as the elevator door opened, he tried to get away from the violence, the incident. He stepped away from the elevator, he moved to the side, trying to get away from the scene, right? And then what happened? And then what happened?
Then I suppose the leader of the other group
Yeah.
walking approached to him
Hmm.
and opened his bag, stick his bloody hand into the bag to search.
Where he
Look,
had white shirts going for dry clean, like kind of clean clothes. He didn't want to get blood on them, but he took his bloody hand and went into his bag. Yeah.
yeah, then your father said, in Shanghainese, of course, he said, "What are you doing? This is my bag." So after searching, they did not get anything because he doesn't know what happened, right?
Yeah.
So they just let him go. He's innocent. He was
Well,
caught.
I mean, as you know, he very calmly said, like, like you said in English, right? In Shanghainese, like, "农사这个不是农啊." Basically, what are you doing? This is not your bag. So, that's even more kind of aggressive, kind of than I would take a tone with somebody who was so violent, right? And
I'm
the
so scared.
And then the guy realized he was right because it wasn't his bag and he had no weapon. He was looking for a weapon. There was no weapon in his bag. And so finally, the ringleader quickly told everybody, let's go to the hospital because they had injured people on the ground.
Yeah, so he went down to the 20th floor. And the front desk, the secretary in the front desk said, "We tried to catch you. That elevator is going up, not down, but it's too late." And they tried to clean his bag outside with blood.
Yeah.
And he had to spend quite some time to explain to the dry clean where does blood come from.
Well, anyway, the more interesting part is he confronted the building manager.
Yeah,
Yeah.
security.
Security and the manager. And what was his point? Why did he do that, Mama Chow? Why did he try to contact?
So how come your security department did not protect us? I am the one. I'm a man. He was very cool, a calm person. Anyway, what if it's a girl inside the elevator screaming? She
Yeah,
might get injured too.
yeah, they might attack her because they didn't want her to scream. You don't know what would happen, right? And this is not some dinky office building. This is a major corporate office where they had, Goldman Sachs, FedEx, offices in this building. And so, my late father confronted the building manager like for being irresponsible, just like he confronted this gang leader for going into his own bag. And then when he came back from the dry cleaner, this is when we had heard about the internet police in China because what happened? Yeah.
They saw some message on the internet saying something happened in the center, and there is a gangster. They saw there's a gangster leader wearing a big sunglass, carrying a Louis Vuitton bag. That's your father.
Yeah.
That's the only person. So, but after 10 minutes, everything's gone.
Yeah, I mean he had these very stylish aviator Porsche sunglasses. They were huge. And so that's how people characterized him on the internet chat board. There's this gang leader with huge aviator sunglasses, Louis Vuitton bag. Actually, of course that was false. That wasn't true. But the internet police quickly erased this on the message board within minutes. And so this was sort of the experience of, I guess, capitalism and wild, wild west in mainland China, right? Because what's the backstory?
Okay.
The backstory was a fight, right?
Yeah, the fight. Afterwards, the security department clean everything. Then it seems like nothing happened.
Yeah.
But finally, we find out the fight was between two developers. They want to grab a piece of parking lot to develop. So there's a fight.
Yeah.
There's a modern society started in China. Now, of course, nothing happened like that. But we don't know.
We don't know if anything happened. It might continue to happen or be worse, but fortunately nothing happened to my late, father. He's trying to be cool as a cucumber, even talking back to the gangster, which I probably wouldn't do. Um, so anyway, that's a story about modern China for this week. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.